والسلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. يقول الخالق الأعلى في سورة آل عمران: ولا تهنوا ولا تحزنوا وأنتم الأعلون إن كنتم مؤمنين. إن يمسسكم قرح فقد مس القوم قرح مثله وتلك الأيام نداولها بين الناس وليعلم الله الذين آمنوا ويتخذ منكم شهداء والله لا يحب الظالمين. صدق الله العظيم. مع أنني كتبت هذا الخطاب باللغة العربية إلا أنني نبهت أن الغالبية تستطيع الكلام باللغة الإنجليزية، ولأجل صالح الضيوف الذين شرفونا في هذا اليوم فإنني سأنتقل للحديث باللغة الإنجليزية. His Excellency Dr. Firas Hawari, Minister of Health, and representing His Majesty King Abdullah الثاني بن الحسين أعز الله ملكه ونصره إن شاء الله. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you for taking the trouble to be here with us today, and we are welcoming you to this human affair, which we hope it will be a highly collaborative effort on the part of each and every one of you. And we in Jordan are proud of the fact that we have taken the side of our brothers and sisters in Gaza who have been subjected to horrors and terrible events that I really don't want to share in terms of numbers, statistics, or otherwise, because you know them on a daily basis from the different media outlets. However, my basic concern is to really focus on a matter or a couple of matters that I think are of extreme importance. One of them is the fact that educational or medical education in Gaza has been subjected to all sorts of destruction, been demolished, and we also lost a very large number of the medical staff in Gaza, approximately about 330 so far. Many of them are medical doctors and probably medical technicians. So in a way, a part of our effort here that we should focus on the educational dimension, of trying to compensate for the talents that have been lost, and also to make sure that we reinvigorate the educational process in order to nurses and all different medical staff for that purpose. And in order to do that, of course, and to finish all the other requirements which probably different participants will we need the collaborative efforts of all the people who are here, all the participants who are here, whether you are a medical doctor, a specialist, nurse, even a driver, engineer, technician, financial expert, financial donor, financial accountant, everybody represents something, and all the respectable institutions which are present today can actually make it. The amount, I estimated that the amount of wealth, human wealth, embodied in the people who are sitting in this hall today, and also some of them who are looking at us, not less than $15 billion worth. We can, this is embodied in the expected incomes that you're supposed to generate over current day prices. So in a way, with all that huge amount, of course, we need just a fraction of that to rebuild the Gaza and make life easy for people who underwent. So in a way, this is a human effort that we appreciate very much. Dr. Omar Latouf, Dr. Hammouri, Dr. Shneib, all the doctors who are here, no exception, the World Health Organization, different medical associations in Jordan particularly, are to be thanked for having a whole event. We are all grateful for everybody. I think education needs your attention, especially in the medical field, and on that we should put a focus. Moreover, I think in the future, we as Arabs, and we have the head of the Arab Medical Associations here represented, and I think this is a great opportunity, sir, to impress upon you that we probably need to create an Arab university, highly specialized Arab university, where, because the opportunities for high training in medical fields are narrowing down, and we have all the talents from the Arab world who can actually contribute to this particular project in the future. And we hope that we can collaborate with you in order to create this respectable institution. I would like to congratulate His Majesty today on his 25th anniversary, and I would like to congratulate the Jordanian team who has won yesterday the game of soccer, just to have a light minute for a change. And we are appreciative of his patronage of this event, and let's rise to the occasion. Thank you very much for being here.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين. Representative of His Majesty King Abdullah II, Your Excellency Dr. Firas Al-Huwari, Your Royal Highness Princess Dina Mirad, Your Excellencies, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, allow me first to express my deep gratitude to His Majesty King Abdullah II for his gracious patronage of this conference, which will give us a strong drive to achieve our goals in helping our people in Gaza. His Majesty has always the voice of wisdom, and he warned in many times that if the Palestinians will not have their rights and their sovereign state, no one will have peace in this region. And he has been calling for ceasefire in Gaza, so as many world leaders. But unfortunately, there is one single country keep using the veto in the Security Council. Ladies and gentlemen, in the beginning of November, I received a call from my dear friend Dr. Omar Latouf. He had an idea to organize a conference, and of course I said, I am in. And should we in Jordan, in Europe, in Kuwait? I told him it has to be in Amman. Amman, the capital of Jordan. And the Palestinians are tied together in blood. And I called our president, Dr. Ziad al-Zabi, and he said, let's. And guess what? When we thought, when shall we do this conference? The 7th of February, which is today. I said, that's too far. Why should we wait until the 7th of February? I didn't dream that the agreement would be until the 7th of February. But unfortunately, from the 7th of October to the 7th of February, this is 4 months, and the bombardment of Gaza is still going on, while the whole world is watching. The size of the damage and the number of casualties is unheard of in the recent history. I don't want to repeat the figures of casualties, but as a pediatric endocrinologist, I understand how a child with diabetes doesn't find insulin. If the child is deprived of insulin for just 48 hours, he will get into coma, diabetic ketoacidosis, and you are doctors, and this is inhuman. When you prevent the people, the children and the women, no at all, this is genocide. Targeting the health sector, bombarding the hospitals, ambulances, medical centers, this violates the international law and all the conventions, including in the war. Warring factions are not allowed to attack health sector. If they are attacking the organizations that belong to the UNICEF, to the UNRWA, to the WHO, this is insane. But we are here to lay down the foundation for rebuilding what has been destroyed. Because the people of Gaza have the right to access health care as any other population in the world. They are not inferior. And because we all stand for life, for justice, and for humanity. And to our dear participants from all over the world, I salute your commitment to this noble cause to save lives. I'm really honored with this large participation from so many international organizations from all over the world. We exceeded our expectation. We thank you from our heart. May God bless you all. Thank you.
In this conference?
Well, I am one of many hundred healthcare workers coming to Jordan because Jordan has taken an important initiative with Dr. Fauzi and Dr. Omar to think about how we can support the Palestinian people in Gaza and in the West Bank, and how we can start to discuss how we can rebuild what the Israeli occupation forces have been destroying, bombing, killing of healthcare in Gaza.
All things.
So I come from Norway in order to provide, to learn, to listen, and to share my experience.
Very good. Why do you think that Israel has been obsessed with Palestinian hospitals?
I think that this has nothing to do with the military struggle. This has to do with the settler colonial project to occupy all of Palestine, from the river to the sea, as they have in their flag. They have the two blue lines, you know, Jordan and Mediterranean, and with the Star of David in between. And in order to obtain that colonization, they need to eliminate the Palestinian people in Gaza. And to do that, they need also to destroy the hospital and the healthcare system. Because, you know, at the end of the day, the hospitals and the healthcare system and the ambulances, they are the pillars of security and safety in society. When your child gets ill, you can go to one of the beautiful hospitals in Jordan. Around the clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, somebody there to take care. I call the hospitals the temple of mercy in a society and the security network for people. So when the Israelis are attacking the hospitals, not only Shifa, all of the hospitals, they are attacking the fabric of the Palestinian society in order to erase Palestine in Gaza and in order to discourage the resistance will of the people of Gaza. That's why they attack the healthcare.
Very sad. Yes.
Oh, it's not sad. It's criminal.
It's criminal. Yes.
It's a genocide.
Genocide. Yes. How confident are you that there was no Hamas infiltration in the Gaza hospital?
I think I've answered that question 500 times to the media. I've been working in Shifa for the better part of 20 years. I've been there working as a doctor in 2006, 2009, 2012, 2014, and in between. Also in between the attacks. I've never seen any Hamas soldiers there. I've never seen any commanders. I've never seen any tunnels, and I've been allowed to go wherever I want and take the pictures I want and talk to anybody. And don't forget that the Palestinian leadership in Gaza, they said during the third week of the attacks, when all these accusations came up, they said to the international community, make a committee for investigation. They can come and look at all our hospitals. We have nothing to hide. Who said no to that? Israel. Because they know they were lying, and the Israelis are liars. They lie in the media, they lie in the army, they lie in the Hashbara every day. I don't believe for a second that Palestinians are so stupid as to have a command center in a hospital, because they love their hospitals and they need their hospitals, just like we do in Norway and you do in Jordan. So these are all false claims, and there has been absolutely no evidence on the table from the Israelis to prove that the Palestinian hospitals have been used or misused as military command centers.
Okay. What's the biggest medical need in Gaza?
Number one,
Yes.
stop the bombing immediately.
Yes.
Number two, open Gaza for free influx of food, water, fuel, medical supplies, medical teams, field hospitals, immediately, under UN control, not under Israeli control. Number four, start immediate to treat the avoidable death patients. Those are the patients suffering from diabetes, who have pregnancy, who have cardiovascular disease, who have cancer, who today have no medical treatment facility in Gaza because of the bombing and the siege. And protect the children of Gaza, get them warm clothes, get them food, water, shelter, security, and treat the complications from the war wounded. Don't forget, there are 60,000 war wounded in Gaza, and maybe 20,000 of them have complicated war wounds with infections, with multi-resistant bacteria. They don't have the antibiotics they need in Gaza because of the siege.
They have nothing.
And then, well, they have the resistance.
Yeah, resistance.
They have the will of resistance. They have their sumud. They have the sumud. And they have the good people of Gaza. That is a lot. So we need to support them and not to make a parallel system. Because the healthcare system in Gaza should immediately be reopened, rebuilt, and repaired. With the Palestinian healthcare workers, with the support from the international community. And every one of us, every day, can do more to show solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Gaza and in the West Bank. And we need to do that. It's been 4 months of horrible attacks. It needs to stop now.
Thank you very much.
شكرا كثير. كلنا غازا.
أشكرك.
فلسطين حتى نصر.
شكرا.
تمام.
شكرا.